Forbes.com/hire.
Welcome. It is the Big Lounge Show. I am Michael Horn. Glad to have you with us here nationwide and coast to coast. Here on the wonderful CRN Digital Talk Radio Network. And the star of our program is a guy we call the Sultan of safeties. 2 safeties in 1 game in the same quarter. The all-pro defensive end, the acting legend, the icon, the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer.
Hi, how you doing? Great to be with you. Is your volume?
Everything is great. We're having a good time here today on the show, so we'll get that squared away.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's good.
All right.
So we got a lot to talk about today.
Well, I'm fine. I'm going to say hi to my fans.
That's good. I want you to say hi to your fans.
Thank you. Everything's fine. You asked how I was doing. I'm fine.
Yes.
Could be better in some circumstances, but I won't go into that right now.
No, it's here's the thing. This is the show where I want to try to bring you back into the NFL, because it seems like everybody that I'm reading about these days wants to come back and play for longer periods of time in the NFL. And I'm thinking...
Yeah, I noticed that Terrell Owens is 45. He
45?
Wants to play. Oh, he's so brave at 45. Try it at 72.
Well, I think you probably are in good shape, Fred Dreyer, to come back in and surprise a few people. That's what I think.
Yeah, I've surprised them all right.
Because I think, you've worked out, you've stayed in great shape. People that see you now say, Fred really looks as good as he used to look when he was playing.
You could still play, I'll bet.
Exactly, and I'll bet you could. Yeah, I'll bet mentally you could challenge somebody on that field, because you would bring it really well on there. That would be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, well, you think so?
Yeah, I think you would be able to make a mark on the game. I believe it. So today we're going to talk about people that want to extend their careers, move the timeline down the line, and get your thoughts on that. Also, on the show today, I want to talk to you about a guy that's retiring. Chase Utley on the Dodgers. He's a former Philly fanatic, great player, and he's got some interesting thoughts, and I think they might mirror your opinions also on everything. So that should be pretty good here on the show.
What's his thoughts?
I don't want to. I'm just teasing it right now.
It can't be that extravagant.
It is extravagant. I think you will agree with his philosophy. That's what I think of what he's got. Now, if people want to
be home long enough to change your kids' diapers,
just something like that. That's true. Now, follow Fred on Twitter, Fred_Dreyer, Facebook.com/TheRealFred Dreyer. And don't forget to email him, FredDreyer@CRNTalk.com. And of course, his website, FredDreyer.co. So that'll be kind of good stuff over there. Now, how was your week? What's been going on with you?
I've been busy. People, my friends have been sick, and I've been referring people. I'm unorthodox. I don't have the same belief system as most people would here in America about the healthcare educational system. So in my entire life, I'm 72 now, since I've been 12, 13 years of age, I've been around a mother and who's always encouraged me to eat correctly and have good food in the house, not a bunch of crap. And so I've always been around that conversation. So as you get older, you kind of drift away from it. You're a teenager, you're a high school kid. But the point is, when you know that you have to come back to that area, when you have to come back to maintain health, then you're able to do it, and you're not
you were trained that way.
You're not frightened to have a different alternative ideas and thoughts about your own health and the health of others. So I've been, over the last month or so, I've been revisiting a lot of those things. And, helpful things for people, and always there's always a great outcome on all this stuff. So
we got to take a break. You mind passing the chips and the dip over there so I can have some of the healthful food you brought in? And
how about those Bako bits? Some of those Bako bits?
Ready for a couple of them right now.
Those heart cloggers. You want some heart cloggers?
I love them. They're delicious.
I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. Buying a home should be one of life's best experiences, but today's fluctuating interest rates can leave you with unexpected higher payments. And that can turn a great experience into an anxious one. At Quicken Loans, we've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates. It's called the power buying process. We check your income, assets, and credit to provide you with a verified approval, which can give you the strength of a cash buyer. Once verified, you qualify for our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest rate for up to 90 days while you find your new home. Then, once you've found your new home, if rates have gone up, your rate stays locked. But if rates have gone down, your rate drops, and you get to keep that new lower rate. Either way, you win. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
Welcome back to the show. It is The Lounge. Yours truly, Michael Horn. Not the star of the show. I just make sure things move along. And that there is the star, the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer, the all-pro defensive end, the acting legend. And at the beginning of the show, we had a little headphone problem. Here's what you see. On this show, we don't hold anything back. Fred tells you if he's in a good mood or a bad mood right from the get-go. And are your headphones fixed now, Fred?
They're perfect now.
They're good?
Yeah,
okay, it's good.
I'm just can't tell you. I'm gonna write an essay.
Fred took his old headphones that were crackling, and you said you wanted Jose to give them to Tomas, and you wanted him to wear them while he was driving home.
I think it'd be good for him if he wore them home in the car, in the Mercedes, the one with the tape holding the hood.
Our crack production team, Tomas and Jose and Matt, doing a good job. The video is getting better and better every week. We got our new video
it is
system.
good, very good, guys. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Now, you were talking about in your life you like to eat well. You had a mother that taught well how to prepare meals and do stuff, and so you're getting back to that now. As you get older, you're still following those guidelines and eating a great diet and exercising. Correct?
Well, yes. But here's what's interesting, because if I didn't play athletics as a youth and as an adult,
right?
If I was just had a regular 9-to-5 existence, that diet, that philosophy that my mother instilled in me and my brother to a certain extent, but primarily me. I'm talking about me. That I would reap the benefits of it. I would still reap the benefits, but because I was, a professional athlete,
right,
I got to see firsthand the difference between that type of a diet, the preventative aspects of that diet, and all the crap that people normally eat in life. Football players, athletes can pretty much go ahead and eat all the crap they want, and they can go out because they're young, and they can burn it off and lift a bunch of weights, and they can get through it because they're young and they're strong and they're powerful. But for the things that I'm doing in life now, I realize that I'm so thankful that I had a mother that instilled in me that conversation. And here I am, my mother's, she passed, 20 some odd years ago, 24 years ago, and she'd be 100 years old here this next coming year, and I'm 72, my brother's 74, and we still have a conversation about health, especially in the last 15 years.
Yes.
Everybody's talking about health care.
Good health, yeah.
And just because you have insurance doesn't mean you have health care.
That's true. And it starts in the home. So here's the thing. Yeah, we're looking at the stories of the week here. Aaron Rodgers, now he's going to be 35 years old at the end of this year, quarterback, of course, for the Green Bay Packers. And the guy from NBC Sports, Peter King, talked to Aaron Rodgers recently about a number of topics, and some of it was his future in the NFL. And Rodgers told King he wants to play until he is 40, and he still wants to be able to move around like he's been doing the past 10 years. He said, I'd love to play to 40. I think, and this is a quote now, I think just that number means a lot. Obviously, Tom, meaning Tom Brady, is kind of rewriting the book. Brett Favre had a good season when he turned 40. My goal is to be able to move like I do or close to how I do and still be able to do that at 40. Just because nobody's been able to do that and still move around the same. Steve Young's career was cut short in his late 30s. John Elway the same. He didn't really move the same as when he was younger. So to be able to move the same way at 38, 39, 40 would be cool. That's my aim. your thoughts, Fred Dreyer, on
Well,
it?
that's wonderful that he feels that way. Then he should do it.
And it's possible, right, if you're doing the right diet and staying in shape?
Well, look, this isn't brain surgery.
Okay.
You know, it's whether or not you're around and you're able to play. You know, when people say that, I'm going to play till I'm 40. The real question is, will they let you play? It's their team.
Yes.
They hold the roster spot.
The owners, the team,
when what's his name, Tom Brady says, I think I'm going to play till I'm 45.
Right.
And so, well, we'll see about that. You might feel like you can,
But the team decides.
we might decide to go another way.
Gotcha.
Remember, they came across this problem before. And it had nothing to do with Tom Brady's being able to play longer and to play efficiently. I mean, he's not going to be able to. He's not going to fall down when he backs up into his stance.
We hope not,
to
yeah.
throw the ball. I mean,
Right.
he has to be able to be mobile. It's a young man's game. You've got younger and younger people, bigger and stronger and faster people coming after you all the time. So you know, when you've got this guy, this Jimmy Garofalo, who they decided, I think it's time this year, Tom. I mean, I know you want to play to your 42. You keep
But we
telling
gotta get
everybody,
this guy a little bit.
but we're going to play this guy.
Yeah.
And they go, well, wait a minute. You're going to screw up my plans because I told people I wanted to
That's
play
exactly
till
it, yeah.
I'm 5 years. I'm going to play 5 more years. Well, no, you're not. Yeah, but I can play. Of course you can. We're going to let you play for Buffalo. So go over there and play. Go over and play for Miami. Go play someplace else. But we're going to play that guy because this program's going in that direction. So when someone says, like Aaron Rodgers, who's a fine quarterback,
Yes.
he says, I'm going to play till I'm 40. Well, how old is he now? 35? He's going to play 5 more years. He'll play. And if he can play, God bless him, and they want him to play, and he executes the way they want, then that's fine. But at some point in time, they've got to go out and draft, trade for,
Backup.
acquire
Yeah.
his replacement, not just a backup. They got to get his replacement.
Where did
Well,
he-
now, who's that going to? Is it going to be Hundley, the kid from UCLA?
Could be.
Because is that where they're going to go?
We don't know.
Most teams would love to have a quarterback say, "Gee, could you not retire for another couple of years until we get your backup in
Right.
place?" So those all things take.
No, he's getting
take its
older.
toll.
Rodgers is getting older. He'll be 35 at the end of the year.
Yeah.
He's missed 16 games in 5 years.
Yeah.
And they say that's a little concerning. He's got 2 more years on his contract.
Yes, it is.
And if the Packers and Rodgers can't agree to a deal for 2 years, the Packers could place, the franchise tag on him. The Packers believe Rodgers will be re-signed in the very near future. So he has some support, but that can go south. When you played, and you had a great career, all-pro defensive end with the New York Giants, and now you were the heartbeat just on the squad for a second there with the Patriots, and then, of course, the great career with the Rams. They decided when you were going to leave. You thought maybe you're going to play longer, didn't you?
Well. In my case,
Yes.
In my specific case, I was looking to get out because I was on the last couple years of my contract. I was 35 years of age, and so I figured, as a defensive lineman in this league at 35, playing 13 years. What benefit is it for them to say, yeah, we got to have you on the team, when they can go out and get someone, who's 5-6 times cheaper than me and is bigger, stronger, faster, and is able to do the things that they want from that position. And so I knew that was coming. And so when they decided, they came up to me and said, we're going to release you. I said, fine, great. Let's push it down the road here. And the good thing is, you always want to be able to be ready for that. A lot of people
Got to be prepared.
A lot
for
of people aren't ready for
preparation. The key. It's the Lounge with Fred Dreyer and Michael Horn. We'll be back. You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
Hi, friends. This is Larry Manetti. Go to LarryManetti.com to get my book, Aloha Magnum. You'll read all about the wonderful guest stars like Carol Burnett, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, and many, many more. There is an episode guide and my favorite recipes that I really cook at home. I will include a free signed photo with every book. Get Aloha Magnum at LarryManetti.com. Order now. Aloha.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante to see memorabilia of movie stars and theatrical magic right in downtown Fullerton, California. The Art of the Great Masters in an Italian town square complete with storefronts of old, Italian butchers and cheesemongers, fruit and wine vendors, seamstresses showing their wares, the romance of Romeo and Juliet. Find our mystical Room of the Moon, and don't forget King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein, and who knows what awaits you in the wine cellar. Enjoy the great food. We hand stuff our pastas, roll each and every tortellini, bake our own bread, and make all of our sauces fresh from our private stock of Sicilian family recipes. Pasta to seafood, chicken to award-winning pizzas, tiramisu flown in from Rome. If you can't find something on our menu to tempt you, you don't like Italian food. Try our Sunday brunch, all you can eat, just $21.95. And Angelo's and Vinci's has been named the best Italian restaurant in Orange County 2 years in a row, and our owner has been named Restaurateur of the Year. Angelo's and Vinci's, Fullerton, California, 714-879-4022 or angelosandvinci's.com.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
We're back in the Sports Lounge. It was just a simple invitation, for gosh sakes. Got this chance to go to a screening to see Mamma Mia, and it's like very highly rated. And I suggested you join me because we're the team members here on the Lounge Show. And you start telling me that not your kind of movie and you want to go see The Equalizer. Well, so do I. I want to see all that.
Liberal crap. Come on.
It's going to be a fine, feel-good movie with Mamma Mia, the ABBA music going in there, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, a bunch of
just
a bunch
enjoy
of gushrying and crying.
So I guess that's a no. Is that a no?
A big no.
Is that a no?
Maybe
no. Bob Henry, maybe you'll go with me. Bob Henry might go.
There you go. Bob will go.
His daughter won't, but Bob Henry might.
Yeah. Well, why won't she go?
Doesn't like me. So Terrell Owens is...
understandable.
I understand totally. Thank you. Terrell Owens is moving to a return to professional football. Here's the big story. We already talked about Aaron Rodgers wanting to play till he's 40, and Tom Brady wants to go there. So T.O., here's a guy. He's got a legitimate interest in playing with the Canadian Football League. Your friend Vince Ferragamo had experience there, didn't he?
Yes, 60 years ago.
And Just 1 year, right? He was there in '81 and then came back to the Rams afterwards. Is that what happened to Vince?
Yeah, that's what happened.
We love Vince.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's been an activation of a 10-day signing window with one of the great teams in Canada, and I know we have a lot of listeners there, and I love the names. It's the Edmonton Eskimos, and there's a big Eskimo. Is that politically correct? If they have an Eskimo on their uniform?
Well, you can't make fun of them.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But anyway, the Edmonton Eskimos is the team, and so Terrell is going to turn 45 in December. Now, Aaron Rodgers is going to turn 35. Terrell's got 10 years on him. Last played Terrell in the NFL in 2010, and he did play. He did play in the American Flag Football League last year. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler honoree. So, what do you think? This might be something that he could really opt into, and I'm thinking if he plays, there's a chance you could join the Edmonton Eskimos yourself.
Please. Do you know
that was just a thought?
Do you know, that's really a
what do you think?
Bad thought.
What do you think?
Bad thought.
You think that's a good thought?
So T.O. is going to play in Canada?
Let me let you answer this all by yourself. Go ahead.
No. Is he actually gonna do that? Or
yes, he's actually going to. That's what he wants to do.
Well,
so your thoughts, Fred Dryer?
He must not have a lot going on in life if he's going to do that.
You would be incredible. I've seen you. You're just you work out. You go through a regimen where you work out. You got the whole backyard of your place where that neighbor dog goes and bothers you. You got like a whole workout room back there where you like pump iron, and then you also lift weights.
Yes.
Thanks to Lohman and Barkley for stealing that joke year in and year out. Is good. All right, we got other news here to talk about. So this is.
But was that it? Was that?
That's it. I want to see if you'd come back and play. That's all. Terrell Owens.
Of course not.
That's it. Now, there's a list out. They had the most. By the way, who made Forbes' list as the most highly paid celebrity? And it was what's his name? The boxer is number one up there.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah, no. The last one was Conor McGregor's opponent there. Why can't I remember the champion there? It was boxing there with Conor McGregor. Yeah, him. This is what happens when you get a couple of old guys in the studio.
Man, that's really true.
Come on. It's the thing. Somebody will scream it out in the studio somewhere while we're struggling here. Where's our producers when we need them to give us information? So there's a new list here that came out according to the Forbes list. And, yes? Yeah, Mayweather. Thank you very much.
Merriweather.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Jose. See, Jose's a boxing guy. He knows.
He does know. He was just walking down the hall.
He knows that in soccer. He took pity on us. Mayweather. Why do I remember Conor McGregor and not Mayweather, the champ, for gosh sake? He made like $165 million or something.
What's his first name?
Clay. So anyway, the Cowboys.
Floyd.
I know, Floyd Mayweather. So here's the list that came out now for the Forbes magazine again. And the Dallas Cowboys are now the most valuable franchise of all professional sports, according to this Forbes list of the most valuable franchises in the world. No team in any sport is worth more than the Cowboys, owned by Jerry Jones. It carries a value of $4.8 billion with a B dollars. The third straight year the Cowboys have topped the Forbes list.
Well, what makes it so valuable?
It's America's team, right?
No. But what makes it so valuable? What makes it so valuable?
I think they're in the championships. They got a good
Giants,
personnel.
The New York teams would be more wealthy.
You would think. But Dallas has always been.
What
come on,
makes them? Why do
they've
they
got a
handicap
history
it?
of being America's team. They've got a history of winning. They've got good players. They've got great management.
They haven't won anything in the last 10 years.
People still think of them as a chance to really come out. If you're a Dallas fan, you're a Dallas fan for life.
I don't understand this. I mean, that's okay with me.
Talk to Forbes magazine. They made them number one. How much did I tell you they're worth?
What is it? Everybody has a
$4.8 billion.
Well, the Rams are going to be worth about $4 billion when they get that stadium built.
The stadium's worth money too. I'll go over some of the people on the list here straight ahead. Don't go away. We're in the Sports Lounge. Michael Horn, the one and only Mr. Fred Dryer. Fred, wave at everybody on the video.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
This is today's entertainment answer. What is my adrenaline-fueled renter of the week? Has to be Rampage, starring Dwayne Johnson and Naomi Harris. It's now on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. After a rogue experiment involving genetic tampering turns gorillas and other animals around the world into rampaging monsters, Johnson and his team, along with a discredited geneticist, must find a new way to discover a cure and stop the destruction and death. Rampage. It's now on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. For this entertainment answer, I'm Matt Mungle.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Seekers of luscious and appetizing gustatorial pursuits, indulge your fancies with steaks so absolutely yum-yum. Vegetarians have forsaken kale and Pilates and never look back. Fish specialties so fresh and delicious and chosen by King Neptune himself, and relish Columbo's Italian family specialties so delectable you'll be yelling out, bravo, bravo! And let's not forget Columbo's world-famous meatballs, and you've got to try their breakfast pizza. Oh, and jazz every night. Service that's friendly, not phoning, and at a price that'll keep you coming back. That's Columbo's, that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, Manja.
Chef Charlie Palmer and winemaker Clay Morrison are announcing the 8th annual Project Zinn event taking place Friday, August 17th and 18th at Hotel Healdsburg in Healdsburg, California. It's a big weekend event offering a series of dining and educational events hosted by Chef Palmer, Clay Morrison, and some of the industry's most elite winemakers. Project Zinn lines up 21 of the most highly acclaimed Zinfandel wines for tasting, and Project 21 has the number 21, a significant number in most cases of Down syndrome because there's an extra copy of chromosome 21, which changes the body and the brain's normal development. New this year, the big seminar called Whose Zin Is It Anyway? Also a big vineyard lunch at Rockpile AVA with Clay and Carrie Morrison, and the big Project Zinn event Saturday evening where you sample 21 of the finest Zins. Get tickets and more information by going to projectzin.org. Projectzin, ZIN.org/tickets. Projectzin.org/tickets.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds, or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores to everyone for free, even if you're not a customer. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. We call it the Discover Credit Scorecard. And once you know your score, you should check to see if your current credit card is the best fit for you. Check your credit, compare your card. Go to discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
We are back in the Sports Lounge. Yours truly, Michael Horn, the star of our show. This guy right here, one and only Fred Dreyer, the all-pro defensive end, the acting superstar. And we're talking about expensive sports franchises. The Forbes list is out, and third year in a row, Cowboys #1. Dallas Cowboys, $4.8 billion. New England Patriots are on this list. They are in sixth place at $3.7 billion. The New York Giants, you mentioned,
here's my question.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
You see, they're considerably worth less, and they've won way more Super Bowls than the Dallas Cowboys.
Of course, and they're worth $3.6 billion.
Yeah, and I would like to know why
Well, it's got to do with the stadium. It's got to do with the fans. It's got to do with how much money they make. And so look at the Cubs. They didn't win anything for years, and they were still one of the great franchises of all time.
I'm not satisfied with this answer.
Well, then I'll think of another one and give it to you in a second.
All right.
$4.8 billion for the Cowboys. Patriots 3.7, Giants 3.6, Washington 3.1,
two-way tie, three-way tie there.
The San Francisco 49ers 3.05, the Rams 3.0 billion. You think they'll go up? I think so too with the new stadium.
Yeah.
The Bears 2.85 billion. They're 17. Number 19, the Houston Texans 2.8. The Jets in New York, number 21 at 2.75 billion. Eagles are worth 2.65 billion, number 22. Number 23, the Broncos from Denver, 2.6. And the Miami Dolphins, number 25, 2.58 billion. The Edmonton Eskimos did not make the list.
See, these are all handicaps that the people in the finance world, this is like a chatter that that these guys have nothing to do decide that they're going to handicap. Let's handicap what the football teams are worth. The Jets are right there in the same stadium with the Giants.
But the Giants are much more. They pull more in the area than the Jets do.
Okay, then
back in
no,
the
they all sell out. They all sell out. They all sell out. But my point here's my question: the Cowboys and the Patriots, the disparity between the value of those two teams is kind of like the disparity between the Jets and the Giants.
But TV rights are in all this thing. The amount they play their players, what the worth is.
Everybody has the TV rights.
Yeah, but some of it is worth more.
That's why they're worth billions.
TV rights, the Yankees' TV rights probably worth more. But a lot of people watching the Yankee games over some of the other teams. Now, if we can for a second, this gentleman here, Chase Utley, is retiring at the end of the season from the Dodgers. An illustrious career with the Philadelphia Phillies, now play with the Dodgers. Here is his philosophy, and this is the reason I'm talking to you about this, because I think this is gone. This is gone from baseball.
Write this down.
He said, here's what he says. His philosophy: minimize all injuries, play until the echo of the whistle or up to the margins of the rule book, work until and past exhaustion. Do that, and you create a brand more indelible than any self-designed logo. So, in other words, if you work hard, you create your own brand that's better than any logo or anything you play for. This guy's a hard-working guy. He plays to the edge, plays the rule book, broke a guy's leg sliding into second base. He doesn't like all these wimpy rules in baseball.
Problem. That was his fault.
Yeah, but it's like Chase Utley plays the game to the utmost because he wants to win.
Well, they all do. They all want to win.
Yeah, but Chase Utley more than others. He's a leader on the team because you can see that in the way, he's not the greatest player, he's not the worst, but he's going to give you everything he's got when he's out there.
Yeah, of course.
And so you want that guy. Dodgers will probably keep him around as a coach or something afterwards. He wants to retire. Chase does, to spend more time with his kids and be a full-time dad. But I'm just saying, I think baseball's got a lot of wimpy rules in it, and the Chase Utleys of this world are not going to be around anymore.
Well, it's interesting you bring this up because I'm watching the Dodger game the other day, and I watching the Angels series.
Yes.
From Dodger Stadium, and Bellinger hits a double.
Yes.
He's on second base. He stands up off of second base and dusts himself off, and he now starts to. The next batter comes up. The pitcher straddles the mound, and he toes the rubber, and he goes into a stretch. And here comes Bellinger. He comes loping off of second base, and the guy, pitcher, turns around, throws it to the shortstop, and picks the dope off by about 1.5 feet.
Got picked off the base.
Now that would never happen to Chase Utley.
Exactly. Now, he's going to have his eyes focused on that picture like he's ready to go.
This is what you're talking about, I believe.
Yes, that's what I am.
There are people, and I've seen this up close. There are people who do not look when they're supposed to be looking at something, taking in information. I always ask people, "What are you looking at?" What do you mean? That's not the question I want. I'm not looking for that question when I ask you, what are you looking at? And you say, well, what do you mean, what am I looking at? If you ask someone that question on the field, during play,
right,
and they give you that answer, you're with the wrong people.
I agree with you.
You're with the wrong people.
They're not, their mind is not into where the game should be. And we can take a lot of comments on this, and we will. Please email them to Fred Dryer at crntalk.com. Could be our question of the week. Fred Dryer, FredDryer, at crntalk.com. And also go to his website, freddryer.co, and get his movie Highway 395. That'll be a good one for you as well. So
anyway,
what you're saying is that this is the end of an era, because when you played, I remember you telling me you used to look around during the TV timeouts. You weren't just staring in the stands.
Always taking information in.
What were you taking in?
I was looking at body language. I was watching the coaches relay plays to the running backs and the receivers when they come in. Is it a running back bringing it in? Is it a receiver bringing it in? Is it a tight end? Is it a lineman? What is the message? What is the information that is coming to you that you, as a defensive lineman and a defender, will eventually see in the play coming up next? And there's information to be gathered. I cannot tell you how much over my career that I benefited by having a work ethic, just like you're talking about Chase Utley.
Yep.
Looking at the little minutia where people would not pay attention until they snap the huddle and you break the huddle. That's when people start kind of paying attention. I pay attention to all of it before it even starts that way. That was the one thing that I gathered, was how to prepare myself, and you never stop preparing yourself when you're on the field. Never.
The great Fred Dryer, he'll be back here in the lounge on CRN. We'll be back.
I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's premier home purchase lender. We've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates. Our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest rate for up to 90 days. Then, if rates go up, your rate stays locked. But if rates go down, your rate drops. Either way, you win. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
You can't print invoices without ink. You can't print status reports, spreadsheets, or that report due in 12 minutes without ink. No, you can't print anything without ink. Luckily, Staples has a huge selection of ink and toner in stock and at great prices every day. This week only, buy 1 HP ink at Staples and get a second 30% off. So stock up now, because you can't afford to run out of ink.
And Saturday, 7/21/18. See store associate or staples.com for details. Restrictions may apply.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
With music from the islands, here on the Sports Lounge, yours truly, Michael Horn, brings you back and reminds you the star of our show is a gentleman who's from the islands.
Yes.
Right off the coast of Long Beach. I think it's called Catalina.
Terminal Island.
The one and only Fred Dryer, the all-pro defensive end, the acting legend. Were you, as a kid, did you go
Terminal Island?
Did you go to Terminal Island?
Yes,
and
I did.
Also go out to, did you go to Catalina?
I knew somebody who was in Terminal Island.
Really?
Terminal Island.
Yeah, that's the incarceration place.
That's prison.
Prison place,
Yeah,
Terminal Island.
It's a good place out there.
Yeah. You don't hear about many escapes out of there, do you?
No, you don't.
It's kind of like the Alcatraz of our day.
Yeah.
Welcome back here to the show. So just to wrap things up, Chase Utley, the last of I think, a dying breed of baseball because he gives it his all. Not that other players don't, but Chase just really lives, breathes the game. He doesn't like these, you want to walk a player and you blink and they just said, point to first base. Throw the ball. You might throw a wild pitch or something. That's part of the game. My gosh, he spends so much time reviewing stuff now in baseball. It drives you crazy. And this guy here in TV timeouts, you looked and you were looking at the opposite side, and if you saw the coach taking a long time to talk a play, it was going to be some kind of a pass or a run if it was longer.
Well, here's what it is.
What is it?
I watch all the information that comes from the opposing sideline.
Right.
The head coach is talking to the coordinator is talking to either the quarterback on a timeout, or he's getting ready to send a play in through the halfback, tight end, or running back. We've already talked about that. So I watch when that guy comes out. I watch when he comes off, and the coach sends him out, and he runs out, and he runs into the huddle. He gets into his huddle, and everybody gathers around him. And what I try to do at that time is I try to push myself in a way to where I can look through the arms and the legs and the bended elbows and stuff to see the guy, the quarterback, listening to the play being told to him by the halfback that came in. And then he turns to the team and looks up into the huddle and calls a play. Red right, power screen left, 33 XY to the post. Boom. That's the play. And then they ready break, and they come up to the line of scrimmage. Well, if I can see how long it takes him to do that.
Right, to say what the play is.
It tells me it's either a run, because it takes less to describe a run.
Right.
Because there's less parts, if it's longer, it could be a pass, which takes more because you have to tell everybody what to do.
Where are you going to go? You're going to go here. You're going to go here.
So I don't know how it is today with the play calling.
But in your
today,
day, that was.
But that's what it was. So I watch what that is. Now it's a series of deductions. If in fact that's true, if it's going to be a run, now I have to look where are we on the field? Are we on the far hash mark? Are we inside our 50-yard line? Are we across midfield? Are we in their territory? Are they coming out? What personnel? They have 2 tight ends, 1 tight end. Okay, what's going to happen? So when they come out of the huddle, I watch to see if the tight end comes my way. If he does not come my way, then I have to worry about any down blocking. But I immediately go from the progression of the tight end going away from me to the offensive tackle coming toward me and the near back behind him. And so all of that information tells me how it's going to impact me personally. And is it split backs? Is the running backs to my side? Is it away from me? Is the tackle up on the line of scrimmage? Is he split out? Is he back off of the ball? Do I sense there's going to be a play pass? So there's all this visual information. It just goes on and on and on. So it happens all the time. It happens every play, every game. But
you're
year.
looking at this during the TV timeout when a lot of guys are looking in the stands.
I'm looking at all the stuff. I'm looking at all the stuff that's being mounted against me.
Yep.
Us.
Yes.
And so that to me was the game. The ball snaps and you make the play, whatever it is. But to me, the fun part of the game was the puzzle of putting it all together. And that's what Utley is talking about here with the Dodgers.
He's saying, once again, when you're talking about this stuff, his philosophy is that minimize all injuries, play until the echo of the whistle or up to the margins of the rule book. That means push it to the limits. Work until and past exhaustion. Do that and you create a brand more indelible than any self-designed logo. You become that brand, and you become this guy, Chase Utley, who had a World Series ring, who was in playoffs, who really made the thing happen and make stuff happen when it pops.
See, this is interesting to me because he's on that team. He had a big impact the last 3-4 years.
On the Dodgers.
He's been on the team.
Corey Seager, the shortstop, was kind of tutored by him.
Yes, he was. And they have great respect for Utley. But was interesting, I just, the last commercial break, I said that, Bellinger got picked off. That's very Utley-like.
Right.
And so I wonder how many people are. It's an insult to Utley. You see, there was another play earlier in the game where Utley was on first base, and the pitcher came in and he threw the ball to the plate. It was in the dirt, and it scooted away from the catcher. Utley was gone.
Gone. He saw that and he moved.
He didn't
hesitate.
He didn't hesitate, meaning he watched it come out of the pitcher's hand, and he watched it. He was anticipating the thing getting away, and as soon as he saw the catcher lose control, he was gone to second base.
We'll miss Chase Utley, a great competitor. Maybe he'll join us on the show.
Hi, everyone. This is Fred Dreyer. You listen to me every week on the Sports Lounge. Well, I'm here to tell you my good friend and co-host, Michael Horn, is making his wine knowledge and his incredible industry contacts available to you. Mike will educate you in the world of wines. He will stock your wine cellar, wine refrigerator, or wine rack with one-of-a-kind wines. Also, as a lover of a great glass of port, I will share with you my experiences in finding the cigars that fit your palate. I will help you stock your humidor with great cigars that reflect your growing taste and the very best smokes for your budget. Mike and I can set up a once-in-a-lifetime wine dinner, and I can host a sports cigar party. Call us today at 818-818-6400. That's 818-818-6400. Let us find the dream wines and cigars of your lifetime.
When posting on most job sites, you get candidates.
I'm the sales director you're looking for.
I'm the sales director you're looking for.
But when you post on Indeed.com, you get the candidates just right for you.
I'm a sales director with an MBA, over 10 years experience, who's also fluent in Japanese.
With Indeed, you can add screener questions for a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates.
Arigato.
Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
Destination South Point. 11 great restaurants, bingo, bowling, movies, race books, sports books, spa, live entertainment, oversized rooms, and the rates unbeatable. The South Point Las Vegas. Book now. Online at southpointcasino.com or call 866-791-7626. southpointcasino.com or call 866-791-7626. At the South Point Las Vegas, you're always a winner.
We are back in the Sports Lounge. Yours truly, Michael Horn, along with the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer, the all-pro defensive end, the acting legend, and the sports fanatic here. So let's do a little basketball news. You know, the big news, of course, in the offseason, LeBron James coming to the Lakers. And there was a side note today, and Fred, you had a thought on this. Lonzo Ball is going to undergo arthroscopic surgery on his left knee, and they had a little note about this. And you think that that LeBron James is going to help with that Lonzo Ball, LeVar Ball, the father situation. Am I right?
I do. I don't think LeVar is going to be an issue.
The old man, right?
Yeah, the old man. First of all,
the dad.
Let's just get some altitude on all that.
Yes.
The old man, LeVar, means well.
The dad.
He does.
Yes.
His sons are now flowering into fine young men who have the potential and the ability to make and earn lots of money in stardom. So he's going to ride that for whatever it's worth. Okay.
Right.
So, but now that you have
LeBron,
a big fish coming in, the biggest, who's going to come in there, he's going to have more influence on an everyday basis over Lonzo Ball, that LeVar is going to be pushed into second place. You know, I mean, LeVar is going to be pushed and maneuvered away from the impact zone of his son. And so you've got, I think, a great opportunity to have LeBron impact LeVar.
To be like a father, to be like a father figure to Lonzo.
To Lonzo, yeah. He would be a father, a brother figure, probably more so a brother figure. But he would have his attention, and he would learn a lot, and it would galvanize the team when the team sees the impact that LeBron has on Lonzo, and. I don't think you're going to have any problems with Lonzo. I think he's going to rise to the occasion. And if anything, the old man, LeVar might get a little jealous. But that's up to them. That's going to be okay. But he's going to be a buffer between the coach and ownership. That's what he's going to be. LeBron will be the buffer. He'll be the focal point.
Yeah.
So anytime if the old man gets out of line, it's going to reverberate through the team and through LeBron. And so I think it's going to be the best of all things for the team and for Lonzo.
Finally, in the hockey news, it didn't take long for Marc-Andre Fleury to fall in love with his new hometown, Las Vegas, the new hometown where the Golden Knights are playing, because they almost won the Stanley Cup, and apparently he's agreed to a contract extension. So they've got their Marc-Andre Fleury locked in at the Golden Knights, and the Golden Knights almost bankrupt the town of Las Vegas when they had these 200-to-1 odds of a new franchise expansion team making it to the Stanley Cup finals and winning. They almost did. They were in the finals, but they lost.
I would move to Vegas if I had a reason to.
You would?
Yeah, I think so. I think I might be ready to split at least half the time over there.
And go to Vegas, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a road trip up there. You ready to go up there with me just to kind of look around at places?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go see Dennis Bono and see his show at the South Point Hotel.
And Sonny.
No relation. No, you get confused on that.
How about Cher? Should we go see Cher?
No. She's, by the way, in Mamma Mia. If you changed your mind,
that's the reason I'm not going.
That's why you're not going. Okay, that's good. Hey, if you miss anything, log on to our website if you could, please. And that's the Lounge with Fred Dreyer. Check it on out, the Sports Lounge. And we're out of time. If you miss anything, just log on to that website at crntalk.com and take care of it. Yeah, I want to remind everybody they should go ahead and talk to you, by the way, at Twitter, Fred_Dreyer, Facebook.com/The Real Fred Dreyer, and also send them an email, FredDreyer at crntalk.com.